Tommy and Michelle, you stand before me with the purpose of establishing a new and beautiful relationship as husband and wife. Marriage is a very special time when you have the privilege of making a public commitment of yourselves to each other. Marriage is a sacred and intimate trust and a commitment of love. Love has brought you together, and you've chosen to share your lives with each other. Tommy and Michelle, are you prepared and ready to take this amazing and exciting leap into a lifetime of love and marriage? If so, say we are.
We are.
We are.
If you are faithful and true to the vows you're about to make, I am convinced that your lives will be filled with the deepest satisfaction. Before I get to the vows, let me share three things. Number one, humor. Laugh a lot. Laugh at each other. Laugh with each other. And make sure you laugh at yourselves. That helps a lot. Number two, wisdom. Pick your battles wisely. Number three, forgiveness. Be ready to extend forgiveness, to receive forgiveness, ask forgiveness, and make sure that you're always upfront with each other. Before we get to the vows, I'd like to share this passage of Scripture that you've asked to be read. 1 Corinthians chapter 1, verse 13. 1 Corinthians 13, If I speak in the tongues of men and of angels, but do not have love, I am only a resounding gong or a clanging cymbal. If I have the gift of prophecy and can fathom all mysteries and all knowledge, and if I have faith that can move mountains but do not have love, I am nothing. If I give all I possess to the poor and give over my body to hardship that I may boast but do not have love, I gain nothing. Love is patient. Love is kind. It does not envy. It does not boast. It is not proud. It does not dishonor others. It is not self-seeking. It is not easily angered. It keeps no record of wrongs. Love does not delight in evil, but rejoices with the truth. It always protects, always trusts, always hopes, and always perseveres. Love never fails, but where there are prophecies, they will cease. Where there are tongues, they will be silenced. Where there is knowledge, it will pass away. For we know in part and we prophesy in part, but when completeness comes, what is in part disappears. When I was a child, I talked like a child, I thought like a child, I reasoned like a child. When I became a man, I put the ways of childhood behind me. For now we see only a reflection as in a mirror, then we shall see face to face. Now I know in part, then I shall know fully, even as I am fully known. And now these three remain, faith, hope, and love, but the greatest of these is love. And that's why we're here today. If you would, face each other and hold hands. Tommy, look into Michelle's eyes. Michelle is giving to you her life, love, and devotion because you are the man that she wants to spend the rest of her life with. Do you promise to her your undivided love and devotion? If so, say, I do.
I do.
Tommy, if you would, repeat after me. I, Tommy, take you, Michelle,
I, Tommy, take you, Michelle,
to be my wife.
to be my wife.
And I do promise,
And I do promise,
before God and these witnesses,
before God and these witnesses,
to be your loving and faithful husband,
to be your loving and faithful husband,
to have and to hold,
to have and to hold
from this day,
from this day,
for better or worse,
for better or for worse,
in riches or in poverty,
in riches or in poverty,
in sickness or in health,
in sickness or in health.
I will love and cherish you
I will love and cherish you
until death parts us.
until death parts us.
Michelle, look into Tommy's eyes. Tommy is giving to you his life, love, and devotion because you are the woman that he wants to spend the rest of his life with. Do you promise to him your undivided love and devotion? If so, say, I do.
I do.
Michelle, if you would, repeat after me. I, Michelle, take you, Tommy,
I, Michelle, take you, Tommy,
to be my husband.
be my husband.
And I do promise,
And I do promise,
before God and these witnesses,
before God and these witnesses,
to be your loving and faithful wife,
to be your loving and faithful wife,
to have and to hold,
to have and to hold
from this day,
from this day,
for better or worse,
for better or worse,
in riches or in poverty,
in riches or in poverty,
in sickness or in health,
in sickness or in health.
I will love and cherish you
I will love and cherish you
until death parts us.
until death parts us.
The vows you have just exchanged are powerful and intended to be forever. As you honor these vows, you will bless each other and be blessed. You have rings for each other, correct? Tommy,
Yes.
if you would, take Michelle's ring, place it on the end of her ring finger, and say these words as you slide it on. Michelle, I give you this ring
Michelle, I give you this ring
as a symbol
as a symbol
of my faithfulness and unshakable love.
of my faithful and unshakable love.
May this always be a reminder
May this always be a reminder
of the vows we have made,
of the vows that we have made,
and that you will always be my wife.
and that you will always be my wife.
Never above you,
Never above you,
never below you,
never below you,
but always beside you.
but always beside you.
There you go. Thank you. Michelle, your turn. Place the ring on his ring finger and say these words. Tommy, I give you this ring
Tommy, I give you this ring
as a symbol
as a symbol
of my faithfulness and unshakable love.
of my faithfulness and unshakable love.
May this always be a reminder
May this always be a reminder
of the vows we have made,
of the vows we have made,
and that you will always be my husband,
and that you will always be my husband,
never above you,
never above you,
never below you,
never below you,
but always beside you.
but always beside you.
And now we're going to have Father the bride share a prayer. Mike, please.
Let us pray, please. Father, we thank you for this time that we can be together to celebrate in this very beautiful day with Tommy and Michelle. October 25th will never again be just another day to them. But it'll always be a day that reminded them that they stood here, friends, family, before you, and professed their love for each other. We're here because we believe in that expression of love. And we give them, as family and as friends, our full support and love. Thank you so much for bringing this beautiful couple together. In Christ's name. Amen.
And now, on the basis of the love and faithfulness that you've expressed today, and by the authority given to me as a minister in accordance with the church in the state of Nevada, I pronounce you husband and wife. Tommy, you may kiss your bride. Mr. and Mrs. Tommy and Michelle Howard, congratulations.
Thank you.